Can McQueen usher in this new era that is not only successful but also profitable? Welcome back to the channel, guys. It's Tomas sharing all my thoughts on fashion, lifestyle, and anything else that comes to mind. I'm here every Wednesday, so thank you so much for joining me this week. For this week's video, I have a kind of a fashion review or hot takes video. We are going to go through the latest and newest McQueen collection from the new designer Sean McGirr. You guys are into fashion, you know kind of the uproar that he caused at his debut collection back in October in Paris. I think McQueen is one of those houses that you're kind of damned if you do, damned if you don't. And I think Sean has probably one of the hardest jobs in fashion right now after not only leaving Lee McQueen, but also leaving Sarah Burton, who was such a loved designer in the industry. His debut collection was actually kind of universally kind of panned, I would say, where like people were saying that he didn't really respect the house codes of McQueen, and a lot of it just seemed kind of like Zara-ish. I'm gonna give you my opinion on this, and you might find that my opinion is actually different than the other ones. I have my phone right here. All these pieces have just come up on the website for pre-order, so let's get into it and review it because there's absolutely no time to waste. All right, women's AW24 collection. I will say the kind of, I guess that's pretty long. I was gonna say the time span between the runway and then the production was pretty quick. I will say, just so you guys know, I've talked about this in the Paris video where I talked about J.W. Anderson, where he shows a lot of stuff on the runway but then doesn't produce it. I gotta give it to Sean. He produced pretty much the entire collection on the runway. He even produced the ugly stuff, which we're gonna get into, but let's get into it. So the first piece is one of the hero pieces, I would say, because this was on the runway. This is the laminated stretch jersey evening dress. As I'm browsing the website right now, one of the things that stands out to me right away is that the pricing is actually very, very, very healthy. You guys know in luxury fashion right now, if you're a consumer or you just shop online, luxury prices right now are crazy. Everything is at least over $2,000. You can't get a handbag for less than like $4,000. So when I saw these prices, I was like, no, these are really, really healthy prices. Like, this is not necessarily affordable, but like for a luxury consumer, I think the lower prices might get them to become more interested in the pieces versus, you know, if it was like a crazy piece and it's like $20,000, which I've heard for Chloe's debut collection for September, some of the dresses are like $30,000. Anyways, let's get into this laminated stretch jersey dress. I think it's pretty cool. It has like these little pockets, so you're kind of like constricted on the street. I actually think this is a pretty McQueen piece because not only is it edgy, I also think it's like really, really wearable. Like, picture this at the club with like a nice sandal or a nice military boot, like that kind of hits. Like, I know this is one of the dresses that they're gonna try and like push as like the hero piece, and I gotta say I'm here for it. For $37.10 Canadian, that's a really good price. Okay, let's get into the handbags. As you guys know, designer's business mostly comes from accessories and shoes, and there is so much pressure to have like a hit bag from every single designer or brand. This is the new crossbar bag. I'm not gonna lie, it's not hitting. It's kind of giving me Cult Gaia if like she smoked. I appreciate the silver. I feel like McQueen is such a silver brand. The kind of top handle metal thing. I think right now we're kind of going into this minimalist design, and it's hard to, McQueen is not a minimalist brand. So like when we're trying to do that, it doesn't really work. Yeah, I don't love this bag. Back into some more like healthy pricing. You guys, this ribbed tank top is only $7.10. That's kind of crazy to me. I don't know, maybe Kering, I do feel like McQueen is under Kering. I do feel like Kering tends to be maybe a little bit fair price, like Balenciaga. I mean, not Bottega. Bottega is one of those brands where like everything is just like so overpriced. Like that $10,000 tote that you could literally just get at the market for $200. Let's get into some of the footwear. This is the new Stone Clog. You guys know that I love anything chunky, anything platform. Sign me up. I love these. I think these are so cute. These with jorts and like a little tank top and like a blazer. Sign me up. That is everything to me. They also make them in this brown color. I love the top stitching on the side. It's kind of giving me like Doc Martens. I like it. I'm into it. Let's get into stuff that I hate. I hate this like, I hate it that it's like, not only do I hate the piece, but like you made it 3 different times, so like I have to hate it more. This is the whole cable knit situation that was on the runway. So it comes in the bra, the skirt, and then the cardigan, and then he also made it in this genuinely awful neon moment like sorbet situation. It's putting me off ice cream forever. I hate it. It was on the runway. I hate it on the runway, and I hate it when it comes to retail. But I will say that I like that Sean is kind of producing the whole collection. With this runway, there was a lot of different pieces and ideas on the runway that you kind of have to produce everything to see what the new McQueen client will like adhere to, and then you can kind of go from there. And if some of the pieces don't work, then you can kind of just like shove them down the drain, and then just focus on the pieces that sell. And I will let you know that this neon set, shove it down the drain, it's terrible. Another new handbag design for the brand. This is the sling bag. This actually reminds me of the Burberry night bag. I mean, designers copying each other, like what else is new? There's truly nothing original in fashion right now. And actually I've started kind of like not even shopping online or like on Essence. I've moved myself to like Vestiaire and just trying to find like cool, unique pieces, or even pieces that I know were like 4 years ago and like somebody has them and never wore them, and I can buy them brand new for like $100. I'm kind of on that Vestiaire move right now, and actually just lowballed someone on Vestiaire yesterday, so I'm like, TikTok, you have 24 hours to accept my lowball. I actually have to say that I do quite like this. They are focusing on this long metal bar on the strap, and it's kind of that like bum bag. I do notice that they put the logo McQueen on the side of the strap. I think it's a cool bag for only $28.80, a full leather bag. I actually think that price is like pretty good. I think it's like kind of like a everyday daily bag that you can just kind of throw in and go. I think that's kind of the vibe that they're going for. I noticed that with this collection, like they even did a little activation on their Instagram, because on their runway it tends to look a little bit like intimidating and very high fashion. I think they're trying to market the pieces as more of that like East London British heritage vibe that you can kind of just wear out when you're going out for a dinner like on the street. I think that's what they're trying to market this stuff for, because I will have to say, of course, police sirens. I will say that on the runway, a lot of the pieces did look quite intimidating and kind of unwearable. So I do appreciate that they are kind of taking the time to kind of remarket this as, you know, no, like if you just like put it on and try it, you can kind of get a lot of wear out of these pieces, you know. This neon draped mini dress, this was a runway piece. I absolutely love this. I think it looks so sexy paired with the platform military boots that are also on the website. Some of the footwear that was on the runway that I talked about in my Paris Fashion Week review, I can link it here, but they did these horse hoof boots that I am genuinely so obsessed with, and I knew they were going to produce them. I was like, they have to produce this. These are so cool. They are up for a pre-order. They are $43.20. I knew it was going to be pretty expensive. I was kind of expecting maybe like $2,900 or like $3,100. $43.20 is a little bit of a stretch, I'm not gonna lie, but these are just so cool. The little pony hair on the back of the boot, are you kidding me? These are genuinely everything. I would pair these boots with that neon mini strapless mini dress, and like I'm good to go. Like that is such a vibe. And I really love, I think maybe when people were looking at this McQueen collection, people were focusing on the heritage of McQueen instead of just kind of looking at like a whole brand new collection. And this is one of those pieces that I really appreciated. I thought it was so cool. This whole platform, hoof, horse, I am a horse girl. Like I want to be a horse girl. That's what I'm trying to be. And these boots are gonna help me become that, okay? And then there is also the platform lace-up boot. I just know these are gonna take like 20 minutes to put on because I don't think there is a side zipper. They are called the parachute ankle boot, and I absolutely love these as well. Anything chunky, anything platform, I'm so here for it. I absolutely love these. The footwear, I gotta say, is pretty good. As you guys know, designers make all their money from accessories like handbags and footwear. So I'm just really curious to see like how many people are gonna be like buying these. And like, I'm sure they're probably producing them in really limited sizes to kind of like try them out, but I am like genuinely so here for it. I thought this piece was really cool when I saw it on the runway as well. This is the shearling sleeveless top. So on the runway, it was worn with a jacket over top, and it was like really cool. It was like underneath. I think this is pretty much like a really versatile piece. Like I think you could wear this genuinely with like blue jeans and like a really high stiletto boot, like if you're going out for like a lunch or something. And then you could also pair it back to like that kind of evening wear vibe with like a jacket or such. I absolutely love this. It's priced at $43.20. I mean, it's shearling, so I think that's a pretty like good price. I also do want to focus on the tailoring. I feel like McQueen never really got his flowers through actually focusing a lot on tailoring. It was kind of like the whole spectacle of the shows that kind of got the focus. But he was kind of like a Seville Row like designer. And this is kind of the update on their tailoring. So these stone embroidery, single-breasted jacket with the matching pants. I can notice that everything is a little bit cropped and kind of cut higher on this, so I think it's meant to be kind of that Vava Boom blazer set that you feel really sexy in. I do really like the elongated shoulders, and I think they're padded. So this is kind of the update on the McQueen tailoring. All of this just looks very East London and British to me, which I have to give props to Sean. I think he encapsulated a vibe really, really well, and this is it. And from what I'm seeing on the website, I absolutely get it. But I'm also really into UK culture. Like, I used to be really obsessed with UK culture back in like 2011, 2012. I actually moved to London for a year when I finished high school because I didn't want to go to university. I'm like, what's a university degree? Let me just move overseas for a year and like do whatever. So I actually am really obsessed with UK culture. So I kind of do get the vibe, but I gotta give props to Sean. He absolutely did the work to kind of like encapsulate the vibe. Let's get into some stuff I hate. I hate this leopard jacquard snuggie for $10,000. It's a single sleeve, so I'm not really sure how like what if you need to pee? Like, do I take the whole damn dress off to go pee? Like, I don't get it. I hate it. It looks like a snuggie. I hate that it's leopard. I hate that it's red, and I hate that it's $10,000. Discontinue, please. Some more awful pieces. The sculpted bum jacquard dress. I mean, it's not that bad, but I'm also like, it's not that good. But you gotta give it to him. I appreciate he literally produced the entire collection. Literally all of these pieces were runway. I really love this like double mesh mini skirt. I think the Y2K girlies could totally get their hands on this, and priced at only $23.90. It's pretty healthy. I love this. I think if you pair this with literally like a diesel tank and like a boot, I think like the Y2K vintage girlies would totally eat this up. Let's get into the men's, which obviously I was looking at because that's what I'm most interested in. So for men's, we went 133 items for women's. Men's is only 88, so it's a little bit of a smaller collection, but I will say men's McQueen has never really been that interesting. Probably hasn't even sold that well, so I don't think they're really doing any losses by producing men's collection because there's pretty much nowhere else to go but up. We have several hero pieces here. We have the fur trim jeans, which I do love. I have to say that on this model, they don't look that flattering. I'm wondering if the fit on these is not that good. For $28.30, you get fur trimmed jeans. I love the wash in these. It's kind of that like vintage Levi's wash with the fur on the front. I'm here for it. I absolutely love it. And then we have a very Eddie Salmon-esque bomber jacket with studs here for $89.90. So this is going to be in every magazine. This is going to be in every campaign. This is definitely the hero piece to watch. And I gotta say, I really like it. It just reminds me of a Celine bomber jacket, priced at $89. Priced at $89.90. I wonder how much a Celine one would be. Probably like $13. So, I mean, carrying prices versus LVMH prices. I quite like that they've kind of intersects the two brands from women's wear to men. So we have the clog also available in men's sizes, and the unisex sling bag also available for men. Okay, this is literally what I want. So Shauna, if you're watching this video, please send me these jeans. These are the tie jeans from the Runway. I talked about this. This is literally my favorite piece in this entire debut collection. The unlimited styling options that this has. I imagine they come with loose ties that you can tie your jeans everywhere. I mean, could I just buy a pair of jeans at the dollar store and then kind of grab my own ties? Yes, but they won't be McQueen. But I absolutely love these jeans. I think these could be a really, really big hit. Priced at only $21.10. For a runway piece, I think that's pretty okay. And I absolutely love this. The only thing I don't like, I hate the Agoldi kind of slashed crotch. I wish the crotch was just like this. I don't know why everything has to be like to the side. But I absolutely love these jeans. I actually really want to try these jeans on. I'm going to Paris in September, and I think they must have these ready by then. So I'm gonna go to the store and try them on. I love the way that the bottom drapes onto the lace-up shoe on the bottom. It just looks so cool, you guys. I absolutely love these. Literally, these are one of my favorite jeans right now. And when I saw this, I was so happy that they produced it because it was shown on the runway quite a lot. And I have to say, like, I really, really loved it. The men's tends to be a little bit pared down. So you kind of have that ideology of classic men's pieces just tuned into the McQueen brand. So, you know, we have the distressed skull cardigan. Skull is a big part of McQueen. We have a hoodie, designer hoodie with some shearling fur trim. I mean, I know Burberry did kind of their version of the hoodies, and I don't imagine that they did well. So I don't imagine that this would do well either. But it seems to be kind of like pared down, the men's. And there is one top that I know people will call it kind of like Zara core. Is the rib knit cardigan. I want this piece as well. I absolutely love this. Price at only $13.55. This is such a gorgeous kind of like sensual piece with the kind of cutouts here at the front. I love this. I know this is probably that piece that everyone's gonna be like, Zara, Zara, Zara. But like, I really, really like this, guys. Oh, I just know you gotta like naughty for the whole day when you're trying this piece on. But $13.55. This is on my wish list. I absolutely love this. And then, you know, we have like a lot of the classic tailoring. So we have the leather raincoat that seems like it's been tailored down. We have the boxy coat for only $45.10. That seems pretty okay. This is absolutely beautiful. I love the detailing of the metal little kind of décolleté on the back. I think it's really, really beautiful. Some of this tailoring, you guys, is really great. You can tell that they've kind of implemented the Seville Row aesthetic of the brand into this, and this is like really, really good, you guys. Then we get into the like boring filler, just bomber jackets, Courage looking t-shirts, denim, boring. I love that the parachute ankle boots have also been made in men's sizes. These are just so sick. They remind me of like Astro Boy, kind of like that vibe. And more of this terrible neon. I mean, I think, is neon a thing for the upcoming fall season? I'm like, please find another trend. This detachable trench coat is really interesting. So I believe it's a trench coat and then it comes with like the raincoat. I mean, I guess that's useful. I think this is like a really cool idea. It's very runway and it's only $59.90. I feel like some of these should be maybe like $8,700, $8,900. I gotta say, these ideas are pretty cool. The men's tends to be a little boring, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I think that's it for men's. The men's tends to be a little bit boring, but some of the hero pieces there are really cool. Okay guys, that is my kind of like jump start review on McQueen. I think it's really interesting, whether you like the collection or you don't like the collection. I think it's fun and I think it's interesting to kind of even just explore a different viewpoint on another brand. I think that's what's gonna happen with Givenchy, with whoever they pick. I think it's gonna be fun to, whether you like it or not, just seeing what a designer can bring to such a historic house like McQueen or Givenchy or even Chanel. So to me, this is really fun. I hope you guys like this kind of like review. Let me know if you guys want me to kind of review some more retail collections, maybe like Fendi's new collection or Prada or Celine or whatever. Let me know if you guys liked this kind of video. Let me know what you guys want to see in the next few weeks videos, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.